Hey, welcome to In the Studio with Stephen Leake. I'm Stephen. Thanks for being here. I've got some good news for y'all. I've got a new girlfriend. I've apparently found my person. Her name is Heather, and she's a Methodist minister from the area, Rock Hill, South Carolina. And she has jumped into my life and been taking care of me without me even having to ask and stuff, and it's been amazing. And I'm getting some money from some of my music, and I'm gonna take her on a trip to Asheville. And I've got her some earrings I've ordered, and we'll continue to spoil her just as long as I'm making money through my work. Having said that, I have been working non-stop since March. It's now the middle of June. And I'm down to 110 pounds, and I need to chill and put on weight and relax and focus on my health before I waste away to nothing. So, she's gonna help me recover and take care of myself before I fucking kill myself, trying to work too hard and do too much. But the whole reason I'm kind of in this creative flourish is because I've been on Suboxone for 15 years. It just was simply not working, and I needed some more analgesia, whatever you pronounce it. And I was suffering a lot, and I went back on methadone. It finally gave me relief enough so I could be creative and think and stuff. It's the whole reason I've been able to produce as much as I've been producing. And I'm going back to the clinic in a few hours, actually. Those people do a lot of good work, and I recently have a single out called Methadone. It's dedicated to not only the people who deal with addiction, but also the infantry. Our boys, 40% of our guys come home from fighting addicted to opiates, and my song Methadone is dedicated to them. Those are a lot of my friends. So just be aware of the cost of going to war. With all the stuff going on with Iran and Israel, you need to be very aware before we send another generation of guys to do the same shit that my generation did in Afghanistan and Iraq. It's very ugly, and it ruins lives of even the people who survive it. And even if you come back and you don't have PTSD and you're perfectly well adjusted, you still would have given a good chunk of your life to something, and then will have meaning to it, and not just be following Israel blindly. Our guys don't have any problem fighting wars. That's what they're there for. But they don't want to do it. They don't want their efforts to be in vain, or to be used by a foreign country's interests. And I'm afraid that Israel has used us, my generation specifically, to fight their enemies for them. And they need to do something for us, for our effort, instead of just taking. Israel has done nothing but take. They need to reciprocate and do something for us. They are perfectly capable of fighting Iran on their own. They do not need to drag the United States in there with them. We've already done plenty for them. They can leave us the fuck alone and do it themselves. I've dated women who were hardcore Israeli women. I know all about them and stuff. And a lot of them are patriots and good people. But they need to be aware of what our people have sacrificed for Israel. They need to reciprocate. Without getting further into politics, I'm going to jam a little bit. methadone, and there's another part to it. I can't play on just one guitar, but it goes like. Like that. It's called methadone. This is called American Gangster. Alright. That was American Gangster and methadone. Like I said, I've been working non-stop since March. It's now the middle of June, and I'm down to 110 pounds. And I need to fucking relax and relax and recover and put on some weight and get back to 130 before I fucking waste away to nothing and die or some shit. So I'm taking a break for my own health. I've made some money for my creative projects. I'm going to take my girlfriend to Asheville, North Carolina for a vacation, a long weekend or something. And I've gotten her some white gold sapphire earrings for the occasion to celebrate. And my money should be coming in tomorrow. So I earned that shit and I've worked hard for it. And y'all help me. Y'all wish me luck and a speedy recovery on when we go to Asheville. And if you follow me on social media, I will put out a video while we're in Nashville, just to let you know I'm all right and everything. So I'm not going to keel over at any minute, but I do need to take steps to get back in good health. I just have not been sleeping at all and not sitting down to eat because I've been so obsessed with working. And I'm gonna not tempt fate anymore. I've done enough. I've got 2 albums, a poetry collection, and a season of podcasts to show for these past 6 months, however long. And I've done enough to stop running myself around into the ground and enjoy what I've done. that's what I'm going to do. So I appreciate you for following me and listening to my stuff. But I've got to take some time for my health. If it was up to me, y'all would all be here hanging out with me. I mean, but we do have this internet thing to help us connect. And I'm gonna come back after this break, and I'm gonna work at a sustained pace, so I do not again endanger my health from working too much. It's not because I'm like mainlining meth or anything like that. I do go to take methadone for like legitimate health issues, but it's not something I abuse, and I'm not like smoking crack or anything, I promise. I just like I've got a bug up my ass to bring something to the world that is worthwhile. So while I'm gone, while I take this break, share my stuff, share my work. Go to StephenLeake.com and read some of my work. Take this time where I'm not posting videos or putting out more music to read my book, Gethsemane. It's free on the internet on my website, StephenLeake.com. I've got poetry. I've got a new poetry collection, Truth is Power, out on my website on an ebook for free. If you like it and you read it and you enjoy it, throw me a buck or two, or hit the buy me a coffee button. I would really appreciate it. And check it out. A lot of my album, the lyrics from my album come from that book, Truth is Power, or Light from the Pines, my published poetry book. Truth is Power, the poetry collection, has not been published yet, and it's going to come out around Christmas of this year. So be looking for that. I've got everything ready. I just have to pay to get it formatted, which I'm going to do now that I'm getting paid. And it will be published this Christmas in paperback by Monarch Literary, which is my imprint. Like I said, I own everything. I own all my masters for my music. I own my publishing company. I own my label, my music label, everything. I've got 100% creative control over everything I do, and I am beholden to no one except you, the fans, and my fucking taste. So, if you like my stuff and you follow me, hit me up on my website and tell me what you like. Tell me what things I do that you're into and you like, and what I do that you don't like. I answer to no one but my fans, and I intend to bring you shit you like. Thanks for hanging out with me. It means a lot. I'm gonna use some of the money I'm getting to buy new equipment, to buy some better guitars, to buy some electric stuff, a PA system, stuff like that. And I have like multiple things going on that I'm getting paid for now. Because my girlfriend is a minister doesn't mean I'm not a total deviant in my own way. But I try. don't think I'll ever be able to completely shut my brain off, but I can sit down and take time to fucking eat, which I have not been doing previously. So, help me take care of myself. I've got a girlfriend now that's not gonna let me die. So I'll be alright. So I start learning my new songs. I'm going to be putting together a tour. And I already have guys that want to tour with me. But we're going to have to take time to sit down and learn our own songs before we go out on tour. And if you like my stuff, share it with your friends and we'll come to your town. Plain and simple. Like if you can wrestle up enough people to make it worthwhile for us to come, I'll come. I'll do house parties. I'll do like whatever. If you can get more than a dozen people together, we'll make it happen, and we'll like sell our vinyls there and whatever. Like we are completely underground and completely independent. We don't have any like corporate bullshit to like rules to follow, so we can do whatever we want. Like I said, if you can get more than maybe a dozen people together to listen to us, I'll come play. Come to you and I'll play. This has been a lot of fun. Just in general, it's been so much fun to do, and I'm super blessed to be in a position where I can do it full time, and on top of that, make money at it. A lot of people do this, and they never get paid for it. Like musicians are such a small business thing. It's such a independence. Like they're so necessary to our economy. It's a way to like make money with your friends. And I'm like teaching my close friends how to play bass and how to play drums to support my music. Because I'd rather have friends and teach them how to do basic stuff than have some like jackass musician who thinks he can run over my shit. But if you are like a legit session musician and you like my stuff, the style, hit me up and let's collaborate. The albums I have put out, Love Kills and Truth is Power, they're just demo albums. They're not studio recordings. And I'm going to try to get into a decent studio at some point in the future. But I need enough support to make enough money to pay for it. So there's all kinds of services that are being created recently through the internet, and like you can hire session musicians to record masters for just a few $100. And I might consider doing that instead of going into an actual recording studio, because I love to like help out other independent artists. And we're gonna do whatever's financially convenient for us to create a studio album within the means we have. So I'm going to look into this new app. This is a service for musicians that you can hire session musicians to do studio recordings, like I said, for just $100, $200, and I might do that. It's much cheaper than renting out a studio. So just keep in touch with my stuff and share it with your friends. We're gonna get a momentum build up just by word of mouth, especially if you're in the Truth or Freedom movement, which are my people and why I do this. I was a poet, like a legitimate like published poet, and I had like lived in Iowa City and been a part of like the Iowa Writers Workshop and stuff like that. That was my career for 20 years. And I just recently, this past year, got into music and recording because it was a platform for me to talk about getting back to the Constitution and like the need for Jesus, a return to traditional values. And I'm like a total like addict and deviant, but even people like me can realize how good that Christian values can be for this country, and it's what we're going to have to get back to. Christianity and traditional values are not exclusive to just goody-goody people. They can help everybody, even if you're an addict, even if you're a straight junkie, even if you're like a criminal. Like, it is meant for people like that that want to get better and want to do better. I have like a very colorful history, and I talk about it in my books. It doesn't mean people like me can't change or get better, because that's what I'm doing. So yeah, y'all like share my stuff, like it, and subscribe, and all that kind of good shit. And I'll be back in a couple months with some new stuff once I can get my health under control. Not everyone is going to have to like work themselves into the ground for the movement. I did this because I wanted to make a dent in what we're facing, and I've kind of achieved a small goal, and I can now just sit back and relax for a little while. So it's up to y'all now to like spread my stuff, and thanks again. Thanks for hanging out with me, giving me your time. I know your time. There's so much out there for you to spend your time on, and if you've chosen to spend it with me, I appreciate it. So, thanks again. I'm coming out with more stuff in a few months once I get my health under control. Thanks, y'all. God bless. And we're going to win.